Hey guys, welcome back to the Sinking Shitty. No, this game's fucking great. But no, yesterday we were rudely interrupted when my computer decided to fucking crash. But I was only going to be playing for like another 20 minutes, so I didn't really feel. I didn't feel like it would have really made much sense to continue playing just for 20 minutes. You know what I mean? So I decided, no, fuck it. I'll leave it till tomorrow and we'll come back then. This game's graphics are interesting. They're actually, like, the detail on like the shovel is really good, like on the backpack and stuff. That's why I like this outfit, because I mean, otherwise it's just pulling the shovel from nowhere. I mean, it kind of just teleports back to the backpack, but I just kind of like it being there. So we were heading to the what's his name? Yeah, the Blackwood estate. So hopefully it doesn't crash. I did my usual thing, guys. Like, I grinded a little bit off stream, so like it's all my ammo and everything's maxed out again and whatnot. So we're good to go on that. That's including the actual like pretty much all the fucking that shit as well. So I mean we're pretty loaded up, man. Look at this fucking street. Now, we were rushing pretty hard last time, so I'm thinking maybe like it was a load error or fatal load error or something. But whatever it did, it fucking, when I say it crashed my computer, I mean my computer crashed super hard. Like I've never seen this computer blue screen before, and it fucking blue screen. I mean, you have to bear in mind, you know, I was streaming, I played for a long time. Guys, seriously, guys, knock it off. Come on, you, scram.
He's mad. He's completely mad.
Yeah, told you, scram. Is he? Oh, I didn't know NPCs would fight you. That's interesting. Later, nerd. Chase me on boat, why don't you? Lovely morning for it, sir. So it looks like they've moved up the release date of the new It movie, which is fantastic because I can't wait. I loved Chapter 1. It was fantastic, and this final one is looking really good as well. I mean, come on, fucking, was it? James McAvoy. Jeez, I can't believe they got him in it. Like, fantastic. Like I said, this new one's looking really good. My only concern, literally my only concern with the new movie, is it looks like they might be giving Pennywise an origin story of some sort, and I'm not sure I feel like that. I could be wrong. You know what I mean? That's not necessarily true. Is this suddenly getting dark? It's got a very Silent Hill feel to it all of a sudden. Yeah, it looks like they might be giving Pennywise an origin story. Depending on how they do it, depending on how good or well I feel about it. Jesus Christ, what the fucking mess this shit is. Oh, damn. Let me out of here. Like, there's a couple of ways they could go about it. Like, I'm not necessarily put off by Pennywise having an origin story of some kind. I mean, he does have an origin story in the book, but I mean, like, it looks like they're making him like he was human once, which I'm not sure how I feel about that, and it depends on how they do that, essentially, if that makes any sense. Like, if he's just like a person who got possessed by an elder god, essentially. Because that's essentially what Pennywise is in. Like, if you've never, spoilers, damn, if you've never read it, it's basically Stephen King's answer to like a fucking ancient, untold fucking horror. Essentially, it's very Lovecraftian in nature, and then that's why I love that book in particular. Even though it's been a while since I've read it, I should read it again. Actually, thinking about it. But he's very Lovecraftian in nature, and what's scary about Pennywise from the book, it actually is summed up very well in a line from the original movie. Actually, I say original, not the TV series. I'm talking about the actual. I'm actually talking about the newer movie. When Pennywise has Bill, he says, "I will take him and only him, and you'll all lead long and happy lives until time takes you to the weeds." But it's not so much what he says; it's more the way he says it. He says it in a very condescending manner, especially with the long and happy lives. Like, it's generally of no concern to him, or it's, as we say. And the reason it's of no concern is we're talking about a fucking entity as old as time that's probably only been in like fucking Derry since like I think the 1800s. I think it's the 1700s maybe, but like that is literally a hiccup, a sneeze, if you will, compared to the time he's been around. This is literally him just stopping off at a fucking gas station for a snack, essentially. And what's scary about the entity itself is it doesn't really need to eat. It's doing it for fun, essentially. It's just like it likes the taste of the. Well, yeah. If you don't know, he specifically likes eating children. And he loves fear because fear salts the meat, which is why he, oh shit, which is why he endeavours to scare children. Essentially. I mean, it makes sense, right? But what's scary about that is he doesn't need to eat. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, he does it because he wants to. And, so I'm not sure how this new movie is going to tackle his origin story if they go that direction. We don't know. It's some people are just guessing it from the way the trailers are implying it, but it looks good either way. Even if they screw that up slightly.
Poor bastard didn't get far.
Is this? Huh. Interesting. But no, what's interesting about the book generally is, you know, the children essentially kill it. Well, the adults do anyway. The children fight it off when they're younger, and then the adults supposedly kill it. I believe in the I believe also in the book it's female and it has laid eggs, which is certainly truly horrifying when you think about it.
Great. More summoning.
Yeah. I already worked that out. I shot it. But no, what's scary about the entity from Stephen King's It is we're talking about an interdimensional being who's at odds with a giant space turtle, pretty much, that sneezed the universe into existence. So, you know, like, its counterpart essentially created the universe, like, accidentally. And maybe intentionally, I don't know, I can't remember. But it created the universe. But its counterpart, this evil this evil entity, which is, you know, okay, it essentially exists within its own time and space and its own dimension, almost. Just fucking decides, oh, I'm gonna fucking land on this planet here. I'm gonna fucking eat people in this local town. It's really capable of so much more when you think about it. To the part where people don't quite understand its true physical form, because honestly, it doesn't really have one, which is scary in itself. What do you think? And that's very Cthulhian in nature when you actually think about it. Because I mean, think about what the Elder Gods are, and what a lot of people in the mythos are driven mad by. They're driven mad by essentially the idea of what they see. They have no understanding of. Their brains cannot comprehend it, so it scrambles it. And you know, most people just don't survive. The other thing people are also driven mad by in this mythos in particular rather, is more of the understanding of how insignificant you are in the grand schemes of everything, which is something humanity's generally wrestling with to and fro anyway when you actually think.
Lock seems in good condition. The door won't budge.
I didn't mean to do that. Oh, fuck you. We're gonna just go fucking kick your ass. Yeah, I want to take care of that. See, those little bastards don't actually do much damage to you. It's actually more worth it to melee them, I find. Which makes sense. I mean, medkits in the grand scheme of things don't really cost anything, really. There's a bit of alcohol and fucking springs. I mean, why wouldn't you be able to afford that? Let's see what we have here. Right. Okay, so obviously, we're following that. But then we're going to look around. This fucking house is nice. Holy shit. Is this Throgmorton's Manor? Just... whatever. You use the space multiple times so you don't notice. No, I mean, generally humanity wrestles with the insignificance of their own existence anyway. And for some people, they just can't handle it. It's like they need to have they need to have a solution. They need an answer to everything. And the beauty, I find the beauty of life is there isn't always an answer. You're not necessarily going to get the reward or the answer you're looking for, and that's what I like most about life. I mean,
the door won't budge.
Why does everything have to have an explanation? Because honestly, as soon as you get the explanation, the kind of mystery's gone from everything, isn't it? To be honest. Like, something that's really good about movies is when people speculate about things. And what's good about those speculations is when a director or the creators of the movie allow you to do so. They allow an ending or whatever to be ambiguous. Much like if you've ever watched John Carpenter's The Thing, the ending is ambiguous. It's not. It doesn't necessarily have an answer. A lot of people speculate the answers, and what I really like about that the most is some people will swear blind. No, this is what happened, or this is what happened, or this is or was what is intended to happen. But when the movie finally releases, essentially it's just like it does not matter at all. Holy fucking shit! Oh man, don't like you! Oh shit! Spider-Man! Fuck! Who put this in the fucking basement? Speaking of unspeakable fucking Pennywise horrors. Well, that fucking woke my ass up slightly. God damn Damn, son. We spent some ammo there. Can we make some of this? Yeah, there we go. Oof. 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 Spooked me. Right. Oh, good. I'm already loading on that. You don't just play with one colour balls, you fucking morons. You have to... So obviously... So it's weird that the KKK was actually telling the truth, that the guy did summon the monstrosities. I actually kind of find that really ironic, that that was actually true. I thought he was lying. Maybe I'm a lion. So it'd be interesting if... what was his name? I can't remember his name. Yeah, Blackwood. It'd be interesting if Blackwood was lying to us, if that makes any sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was saying that Harriet was important, so he didn't kill her. Maybe it was important that we did. I don't know. This game's great, because it presents... So, like, I described this to a friend of mine today. It presents you with what is essentially a question that is black and white. It's the answer is generally clear, like what's good and what's bad. Like, killing someone's obviously bad, and walking out together is good, which is the question we were asked last time. However, they give you an issue that presents shades of grey to that question. And when I say shades of grey, what it means is it greys both the black and the white to basically, like, actually know what is the right thing to do. And when you can do that in a plot, that is genuinely amazing. And the reason why that's so amazing is because essentially it's like, hey man, look, you got this information, why don't you look at it? And it talks about a prophecy. You read the prophecy, and then, you know, one will succeed while all others will fall. Fall, like, to me, that implies that all the others are gonna die, or at least supposed to die. Which means only one can actually succeed. And that's generally interesting, because it forced my hand into a decision that I wouldn't normally make. Hence the shades of grey. It may have all been a farce, it may have all been bollocks, he may have written it to fucking throw me off the scent. Either way, it was great. Oh look, a mystical rock.
No, not again!
Regular party here, isn't it? Okay, Reed, let's have a look. Oh, look, there's a gold.
Of course the Blackwoods would have a space for rituals. Well equipped, too.
How do you know what's well equipped for fucking rituals? Okay, let's see. Oh, I like they got a nice ritual log. Look at this. Oh, look. Candidate 8, Linda Brennan. Failure. Extraction of the Dreamer Seed was successful, but my sigils could not contain it. I must keep trying. None of them deserve to bear this curse. Candidate 9, Judy Ennis. I was able to free the host from the curse, but not control it. I must be missing something. Candidate 10, Gordon Smith. Another failure. The Deep One's gold does not help. I need a different focus, a much, much stronger one. Candidate 11, Harriet Doe. I was too late, and yet she is not the last remaining seed like I first thought. There is another. That'll probably be me. Maybe. Who knows? Oh, sorry if you heard that. That was me sneezing. I sneeze a bit strange. What do we have here? Oh. We have evil Wardors. We have... Oh god, man. This is like Fred West's garden. Shit. If you didn't know who Fred West was, he was he was a serial killer from England. He was actually from my neck of woods. He was from Gloucestershire. His house was actually right next to where I used to go to college.
This one seems more recent.
Yeah, Fred West used to kidnap and rape girls with his wife. With his wife, more importantly. She was actually taken by. She actually used to be a prostitute herself. She used to advertise in the papers, which is kind of creepy. It's very creepy. You like do your research on Fred West. He was
So many attempts, so few chosen left. I must keep looking.
And what was scary about that was, like, Fred West used to be a builder by trade.
Oh, you blasted thing! I need a stronger focus. Something touched by Kotiganar.
Oh. Okay, that's probably why he needs the seal, right?
This way, Gordon. The cure for your illness awaits.
Okay, let's see what we have here.
This way, Gordon. Oh, you blasted thing! So many attempts, so few chosen left. I must keep looking.
Evernote conducted a ritual on someone, but the man died in the process. He buried him and set out to find something he called a stronger focus.
Well, we already know what that is. We already know what that is. That's the thing. Yeah, Evernote was convinced that his ritual needed the seal going to be successful. He has it now. Whatever his intention, none of the previous chosen survived Evernote's occult endeavors. Ah. We're gonna... What we know about this is basically this, whatever this is never set in stone. So whatever we choose doesn't actually matter. It's more our intentions when we have the conversation. The problem is he's speculating, and this is what my issue with this is. Yes, it does have the potential to maybe save me now that he does have the stronger focus, but I'm making a judgment that it will inevitably kill me based on the past experiences where he didn't have this item. So we're speculating that even if he does have it, it will fail. But it's, you know, we're using myself as a test subject here, so this isn't... It's not something I really want to think about.
This one seems more recent.
What? Sometimes I want to ask why the ravens. You know? Softly came in tapping on my chamber door. No, Fred West, creepy guy. Do your research. Do your research. He was I wonder if there's any documentaries on him. There's probably documentaries on him. I mean, I knew a lot about him just because... Well, he was like... It was just all people talked about when I was growing up. And it's not that, you know, people were just like, oh, creepy or whatever. It's just something that happened. You know what I mean? Like, people talk about local legends and things that happen. You know, it's just how people are. Where are you fucking going? Right, so we're getting fucking driven mad here, so we're gonna take some chill pills. Just because... I actually really like the rifle, because, like, it's strangely enough, we have a fuck ton of ammo for this, and we can make a fuck ton of ammo for this. Oh, I say that, but... that is out. It's okay. No, we can't make it anymore. Okay, that's cool. Hey, what are we doing? Because we went upstairs, right, and we're like, evil shit. Evil shit, guys. Okay. What was that? Not that. You fucking you disguised a diary as a fucking object. That's impressive. Most impressive. Force is strong with this one. Anyway. The vultures have grown bold. They went after me in my own home. The defences I have in place are strong for sure, but the numbers are on their side and they won't stand down. The Yellow King's gang never does. I know you're looking for me, Mr. Reed. The truth about you was revealed to me the moment I saw you. But now the Yellow King's men have confirmed it. I cannot risk telling you too much, as this book may yet fall into the wrong hands. Still, I have faith a detective of your caliber shall figure it out. I will now make haste to my place of pilgrimage. The seal of Crossnight is with me. Okay. Okay, so none of these match. Nothing we can do about it. Fuck. Okay, so there's got me more stuff. I'm gonna heal myself as well. I'm gonna actually heal myself. It takes a long time to fucking do that. Equip that. The guns have good feel in this. I'm not sure about the damage on some of them. Of course, you'd have a picture of a sea.
Wide open sea. I too was drawn to it once.
Yes, he was. He was in the Navy. Okay, so we're missing something. Question is what?
Wide open sea. I too was drawn to it once.
So there's something else in this house that we're missing, but it doesn't appear to be here. odd if it's downstairs, because I feel like we've searched... I feel like that area's kind of done, you know what I mean? Like, if that makes any sense. Here we go, this is another scour the environment type deal, isn't it? So it actually highlights the other deductions in red when they don't match. That's actually useful. Right, I am genuinely lost now. We need to work it out, guys. We need to channel our inner Reed, our inner detective.
Wide open sea. I too was drawn to it once.
Right, okay, so I feel we've exhausted up here. Not that, of course, I'm... I could absolutely be missing the key piece of evidence upstairs. You know what I mean? Like, it's not an impossibility.
The door won't budge.
Oh yeah. Can't help but feel that that's significant that we can't go in there. I mean, obviously it is. Huh. Okay, one more time into the basement. But like we wouldn't have had the scene reconstruction if we hadn't got everything down here, right? That's my point. Must have done, otherwise we wouldn't have had this.
Of course the Blackwoods would have a space for rituals. Well equipped, too. Dragon's Eye. I've seen this before.
Yeah, we missed that. It's a good thing that I did, like, spectre check. Go have a look then. Haven't here. There's a face only a mother could love. Owl Blackwood. Dear Lonia, I have looked into the matter with all due diligence, and I am sorry, but you were too hasty with your conclusions. Evernote is a bright young man with an uncanny talent for the occult, but nothing indicates he has been chosen. He does not carry the dreamer's seed. Do not judge him too harshly, however. tempted you might be, he has lived his entire life preparing for his destiny. When he learns he is not chosen, he will need guidance. I advise you to send him to the Order. I see the makings of a preacher in him. Regards, Portia Marsh. Marsh is a... Come unto the sea. Dearest relatives, ever since my son Elbernut turned out to be a false messiah, we've known this day would come, and now the end of the cycle is drawing near. We may delay no longer. Let us meet at the family cannery and make our escape from the city. Do not draw attention of the authorities and allow no outsider to follow you. Celebrate our last days in this wretched city and come unto the sea. Leave all of your possessions behind. Once we reach our masters in the depths, we'll have subsistence beyond need.
Is it just me, or is she looking back?
Here's a creepy picture. Yeah, I know, Mind Palace. I know Blackwood has fled, but I think I know where he went. He's previously made pilgrimages to the site of his family's exodus, the Blackwood Cannery. It would have existed for about as long as the Blackwood family have been citizens of Oakmont, plus it must also be close to the water in one of the port districts. Ah! Right, okay, we're done with this shit. So we've got our tasks. We know what we're doing. We need to find the cannery. Fucking missed. It's fucking Silent Hill. Look at this shit. I wonder how far we are into the game. Because I got the implication that this game's probably very long. Right, so we need to go to City Hall to find about the cannery. You see, it's strange because it's like, it says like with the evidence, you know, like, oh, we'll highlight the important stuff, which is sort of helping me a little bit. I'm seeing like the new stuff, but you can generally see, you can actually generally see that my brain is actually piecing it together without having to look at this stuff to a certain extent. It's the only thing I'm doing that that you know the hard mode essentially doesn't do is this thing here. It tells me all evidence collected. It'll tell me all evidence or all key evidence collected, and generally that's a good indication. Oh, I've got everything here. Let's move on. That's the only thing that'd be slightly confusing playing on the harder difficulty, I suppose. Oh, hang on. We need to find out what the fucking port districts. It would have to be one of the port districts. I'm going to suspect it's probably Grimhaven Bay. But it could be Salvation Harbour. We'll start with Grimhaven Bay. Find the Camry. District Grimhaven Bay. How long have they been in Oakmont? I don't know. Be an enterprise, right? There we go. See? And it's as easy as that. It wasn't. See, this stuff's not difficult. Like, you just gotta, like, the only thing I didn't know was like, I was just like, I don't know the time period the factory was around. That's easy enough to deduct. You just, select them into. Blackwood Marsh Canning Factory, established in 1873. Right. So we know where it is now. I don't know, guys. This game's so fucking hard. I don't know what to do. I'm so lost all the damn time.
Hey, knock it off.
I don't feel I'm probably not getting as lost as most people. I'm getting this. I'm getting the sense that from some of the complaints I've read about this game, that other people are just having problems maybe piecing the evidence together or something. The only thing I've had a problem with is when they hide certain pieces of evidence in the environment. That can be a bit of a pain in the ass. But once you find the stuff, generally, like, coming up with the conclusions to things is not too hard. Wait, isn't it this? This is it. I remember we've passed this fucking thing many times. Central Grimhaven Bay. Corner of Nan. So it's here. We've been next to this thing like many times. So it's like actually at the main it's the main spawn point to like the docking area where we started. Like this place. So I wonder if these guys are friendly or not. We're going to do that. We're gonna say, "Hey guys."
Just when I thought I'd actually get somewhere first for once.
Hello there, Mr. Reed. I didn't expect to see you here so soon.
Do we know each other?
Well, I must say, I'm a little hurt. The Yellow Kings know everything that goes on in this Borg, and that includes you.
I've seen some of your gang's handiwork before. What's your angle?
Us? Well, call us concerned citizens. And this is just the kind of situation we concern ourselves with. I believe you recently lost something important. We're here to make sure you get it back.
The seal.
Uh-huh. Gotta find it before you go complete cuckoo like all them chosen before you.
What did you just say about the other chosen?
All the chosen go bonkers eventually. Whatever you're doing, you better step on it. You ain't safe. And from what I hear, It's been showing.
So what do you get out of this?
I just do what I'm told. And my boss was very clear about this.
Your boss? Who would that be?
Oh, don't you worry, sir. He'll find you when all is said and done.
As if I didn't already know.
So, do we have a problem or not?
Not at all. You're here already. Do your thing. Just leave us be while we do ours. If Evernote Blackwood shows his face, we'll put him down for good this time. Don't you worry.
Yeah. If I can't get rid of the seed soon, I will go completely mad like the rest of the Chosen. The problem is if I yeah, we need to figure something out.
You go on, Mr. Reed. Snoop away.
Don't point that at me, you fucking idiot!
Don't worry. We'll stand watch.
We've got your back, Mr. Reed.
Finding fucking creepy, all these people. If I know my mythos stuff, I think the yellow is bad. I don't think these guys are good. So I'm more swaying towards Evernote Blackwood actually being probably good. You know what I mean? Like I think it's that we're going that direction. Basement or upstairs? Let's go basement first. I like feeling basements. Do I have max ammo? I do now.
The door won't budge.
Struck jam that won't budge. Hello, boys. Something wicked this way comes. Oh, look at this. Oh man, it's just like the Last Supper. Where did Jesus sit?
How old is this? Someone could have cleaned this up, right?
If it's old, it means it's been here a while, Reed. And you know what that means? It means these people abscrayed a while ago, maybe.
Looks like everybody left mid-meeting.
Gives that away. The fuck is this? That the newest Godzilla movie. Like I said, this game's got atmosphere up the wazoo. Would recommend. Would play again. That ain't no real book. That's nasty fake books. Mr. Blackwood, thank you for your generous donation. Every can of fish you have delivered to us will help. Per your request about the recent cases of matching hallucinations, our patient's privacy is paramount, but for a patron like you, some arrangements could be made. I will notify you when I manage to piece to get something together. I feel obliged to ask, however, what is your interest in this, Dr. Palmer?
I'm lucky you bastards left your research before you fled. All the Chosen are in here.
Alice? Emerald was promised a great destiny, then denied it. He is obsessed with the idea of becoming chosen. Emerald Blackwood tried to develop a ritual to lift the curse from the chosen, but all of his previous attempts killed the participants. It seems the curse is my burden and mine alone. I need to get the seal back from him. So it's leading us here. Is the evidence, what the evidence is saying. Maybe he wants to lift it onto himself. If that makes any sense. That would make sense to me. I mean, you know, you've been promised something your entire life and it was taken fucking away from you. You want to do anything to get that back, right? Makes sense. Oh look, there's another evil fucking basement. I'm fucking shocked and horrified. This place needs less evil basements. Like, what the fuck is that? Oh, it's the man himself. Hello, Cthulhu. How's it going? Hi. Is that the seal? Ancient prophecy. Since dark eons before the age of man, Lothnagar lies... I can't remember. I'm butchering the fucking pronunciation, but I'm dyslexic, so fuck off. Lies beneath the ground in the Eldritch prison rests the dreamer's hidden daughter, bound to never leave, but there are those who would free the daughter if the dreamer's seed would only pass to her. Each turn of the cycle, those carrying the seed are drawn to driven by hideous visions. The seal of God will open the way, and many will try and perish. When the stars are right and the dreamer stirs in the house, one will succeed. The daughter shall be freed, and from the swollen womb the dreamer shall spawn once. Oh, that was upstairs. Okay. I was just thinking, where did I pick up the seal and it made gun noises? Why would he just leave it here? Oh.
You are here, Mr. Reed. Just when I was starting to think I'd come on too strongly.
You have an odd way of making advances.
You're hardly the charmer yourself. I was hoping we could talk. It's the least you could do after bringing those gentlemen along.
Those gentlemen were here when I arrived. Tell me, what were they after?
They have been a nuisance, hounding me for some time. I don't know their leader, but whoever they are, they're determined.
And so you slaughtered them.
They wanted me dead. I retaliated. If I looked, Mr. Reed, would I not find your hands soiled the same way?
So you're here on some kind of... what? Pilgrimage?
This is where my family once gathered, before descending into the depths, never to see the sun again. They left me here. Punishment for being a disappointment, lacking the curse they wanted to exploit, as if that were all I was.
You saved my life at the Temple of Dagon. Why?
How could I not? I suspected that you too were chosen. As it turns out, I was right. We walked the same path, you and I. I extended only the courtesy of a fellow traveler. Nothing more, nothing less.
That's reassuring. I was told the Chosen all go insane. Is it true?
All of them. No ordinary human can bear the curse, but I was destined to carry this burden, trained for it. It is mine alone, yet still I am denied it.
I can't let you have the seal.
Now, Charles, let's be civilized. By now you know enough to understand what this entails. I'll make you an offer. I have been groomed for this. I have waited my entire life for this. I am chosen. I am chosen. Let me free you from the burden.
Kill me, you mean? Yeah, I found your cozy little cemetery in the manor's cellar. All those satisfied customers.
Yes, there were some early complications with the ritual, but now Kutikanar itself will guide
Tikhana? Yeah, no wonder I can't
You
pronounce
better
that shit.
start making sense, Blackwood.
I can extract the Dreamer's seed from you. I will bear this burden and carry it into the Stygian depths below the city. And you shall be free. Free to help me in this quest on an equal footing, or to flee the city with your sanity.
It can't be that easy.
None of it was easy. I have given everything I have, everything to be here. I know this is my fate, our fate. You can be saved, Mr. Reed. Let me help. I beg you. This is not where your journey ends.
I want a moment to think about the options.
Destiny waits for no man, Charles. Decide now whether this ends in salvation or blood.
You probably guessed why. This is rough. We're starting to get to the point in the game where we're actually having tough decisions, and I mean, like, ultimately, it wouldn't be a Lovecraft game if my if the main character survives. Main character survives, I feel the world will perish. It is my ultimate thing. So it's important that I
I've seen what happened to your other guinea pigs, and I'm not eager to join them. I'm leaving.
I can't let you do that, Charles. You had a choice, and you chose wrong. Death awaits any man who will stand between me and my destiny.
you say that. Oh my fucking god, look at these gaggle or kook bags. Oh, on you fucks. On, give me something to fucking shoot at, come on. Oh, not one of you bastards. Oh, fuck. Right, I'm actually... So I'm actually... I gotta be honest, I'm kind of curious about what happens if we choose the other option, like, immediately. Nah, we'll... What we're going to do is we're going to do, like, maybe after I finish the game, I'm going to do an extra set, because it's no fun if we always find all the options every single time. I may do another playthrough at some point. This game's interesting. This game's incredibly interesting. I definitely want to see how some of the other things play out. That's right, yeah. Can't make any more of that. Okay. I don't know. Oh, God. What it's worth, I'm sorry. I didn't want it to go down this way, you know what I mean? Like, it's a damn shame. Barely lost any health at all, so that's not necessary. What are we doing now? Facebook. See. See. No. So, Advent, Western, where's Violent Avenue? Where is Violent Avenue? Western Advent. Oh, here we go. So it's somewhere around here. Oh well, out we go. Don't worry about the gunfight that just happened in there, guys. It was nothing. You know what I mean? Like, nothing happened. Right, okay, we're going to... Where is it? He's over here. Just probably here. Even Huggers meant to have vulnerable spots. Yeah, they kind of glow fucking yellow. Go figure. And of course it's still raining. I hope I unlock the submachine gun soon. I want that submachine gun. I want a rat-a-tat-tat, you know what I mean? Like, fucking great. Oh, good, yeah. So, we have knowledge points. Chance to deal double damage. That's not useful. Attack speed. That could be useful. I don't really care about fucking sanity. I don't really care about that either. I mean, that's pretty fun. Some of those are really good, but like... damage. Sharpshooter. X-ray is increased with the submachine gun. I'm gonna go with that so it's ready. I like the combat ones. And I mean, you could argue that I should really get some of the ones that like save some of the craft every now and again. Like, you know, you don't use crafting materials because I mean, yeah, it's kind of useful. But I feel like at some point we're probably gonna have all of it. You know what I mean? Like it's this out. This game seems to be going that direction, if that makes any sense, because we're getting a lot of fucking... Well, that's... So this is the other thing, is look at how much we have unlocked. We got quite a lot of stuff unlocked, which means we must be pretty... getting reasonably far in the game. I mean, unless the plan is that you do unlock everything eventually anyway. But I gotta admit, now that I've played this game of theirs, I want to try some of their Sherlock Holmes titles. Generally not something I would have bought originally, if that makes any sense. But now that I've played this and understand how this game works, I don't know, I kind of want to try it. I want to try their last Sherlock Holmes game, that's for certain. We'll go backwards through their series, maybe. Go figure, Crown Theatre. He's got to be the leader.
The door won't budge. Guess I have to find another way in.
Hey, don't worry, we can fix this. We got Medicare. Fuck. Go on, do your thing. There you go. Yeah, I know, Reed. You're just hanging out. I mean, so this is the thing, is if you don't know anything about fucking Cthulhu Mythos things, like, ultimately, the person who's always, like, the protagonist or whatever, you kind of just always end up snuffing it. Like, he either ends up killing himself, going fucking mad, like, the ones who go mad and end up spending the rest of their life in an asylum are essentially the fucking lucky ones. This is why the ending for, like, so if you didn't know, the other Cthulhu game, there's basically an ending where it's just like, oh yeah, you live, well, not happily ever after, but you essentially, you're not mad, and you get to go on with your life. And as far as fucking, like, these games go, like, that's actually, like...
Seeing a dead policeman must be bad luck. Really bad.
I mean, ultimately, it's about as good as it can go. Come on. Can't carry any more of that shit, Reed. Oh, look. Why would he give me an address that's infested? So we'll fucking next out on that shit. That's pretty fucking powerful anyway, right? I gotta be honest. Ah, fuck it, we'll just max it out. This one's these ones I'm not too fucking. I mean, maybe reload first or at some point. Case self-defense. So what we're gonna do is now we've got the new case. We're going to save. You can only have 3 manual saves. That's interesting. It's okay, because I thought we'd just come across like some of the 3 fucking really important decisions. Fucking dead? Oh shit.
38 revolver shell casing. That's the same I'm using. It appears someone tried to help him, but all in vain. 3 shots to the gut, 1 through the heart. Quick death.
Fucking.
Repeat the verse after me. Naya ilya ogn glui hastor fataranek ungibunma.
Oops. So the person who brought us here is fucking dead, essentially. Oh, speaking of it, I'm gonna do the coke in front of you. Alright. Certainly don't fucking like. Honestly, why the fuck would you need to fucking be able to carry more fucking med kits?
38 revolver shell casing. That's the same I'm using.
Was it me? Was it me, Reed? Is that what you were trying to get at? B.
The bloodstains are still wet. This phone was used recently.
He's not really fucking dead, is he? Like, he set it up to, like, do my deductions. This is my hat, isn't it? Looks like my hat.
Wear this. Kill Vanderberg, and your sweet new wife won't get hurt.
Step right in, my friend. Let me welcome you in this humble abode of mine.
Okay.
Can't you see we are having a seance? What are you... Ah! Police? Mr. Vanderberg has been shot! Please send help!
Okay, let's see what actually happened here.
So, this is number
Step
one.
right in, my friend. Let me welcome you in this humble abode of mine. Can't you see we are having a seance? What are you... Ah! Police? Mr. Vanderberg has been shot! Please send help!
Johannes Vanderberg was with a guest when the killer arrived and shot him. His visitor survived and used the phone to call the police.
The second man at the site, Johannes Vanderberg's murder, when it happened. Tell me more about it. Do you need to figure out who he is? Like I said, I like the sanity effects in this game because it disorientates you slightly. Not enough where the games are unplayable, but it does warp your vision slightly, and I kind of like it. I don't want that. Over. Shoot bitches. See, what I don't... Well, oh, there was police, yeah, that's right. I was gonna say, what I don't get is this seems oddly set up. You know what I mean? Like, it seems set up, like, for me to deduct. It's almost like I'm being tested. I don't know, it's just thinking out loud.
As our material existence is not life, so our material destruction is not death.
What?
As our material existence is not life, so our material destruction is not death.
Oh good, people accept the apocalypse.
For this world is nothing more than just a play of lights and shadows, dwarfed to insignificance in the endless corridor of angles yielded by mirrors that reflect each other. Pierre de Lalande, Repercussions and Reflections. Monade possesses the ultimate power of transforming the world. Thus, being added to an odd number, it turns into an even, and added to an even makes it odd. Le Philosophe Inconnu, selection of maxims and aphorisms. Your humble servant, Theurgy of Math.
Okay, I mean, what does that even fucking tell us? Oh, I know what I need to do. Fuck. Another man appeared in... Right, so we can actually go to the police station. Because they would keep records of that, right? Yeah. Yeah.
The bloodstains are still wet. This phone was used recently.
Let's go to the police station, Batman. Oh, or not.
Stop right there. Put your hands up and don't try anything stupid.
What? Why?
You're under arrest for the murder of Johannes Vanderberg.
I didn't kill him.
We have clear evidence against you and an eyewitness report. Take him in.
Oh, yeah, it makes sense, doesn't it? Same bullets as he uses, wears a fucking hat. I think it's within our interest to go with him.
Rise and shine, Detective Reed. Hope you've enjoyed your stay.
Weren't you the man giving orders back at the Carpenter Manor? To what do I owe the pleasure?
You have an excellent memory, Reed. The name's Frank. Regardless, I'm here for you. Mr. Carpenter has put up your bail.
Oh, that's nice.
I must confess I'm, pleasantly surprised. That seems helping Mr. Carpenter was a good choice after all.
Well, you helped Mr. Carpenter, and now he returned the favor. The Carpenter family always pays its debts.
That's generous of Mr. Carpenter, but tell me, how did he know I was here?
The Carpenter family has a long and proud history of supporting the Oakmont Police Department. Let's just say they keep us in the loop.
I didn't kill anyone. Do you have any
Were you
idea
fucking
what's
kidding me?
going on?
Of course you didn't do it, Mr. Reed. The witness must be mistaken.
No, seriously. I'm innocent.
Okay, sir. Mr. Carpenter wishes to see you. I suggest you take up the matter with him yourself.
Fine. Thank you.
I didn't kill anybody. I've killed fucking tons of people. Fucking Reed, Jesus. In the last stream, we gunned down like a ton of fucking KKK members. I mean, I know they're not people and everything, but I mean, they're still deaths, you know? Fucking hand cramps, God. Hey, buddy. Oh. Okay, so, yes. Hello.
You better start brown-nosing Carpenter. If it were up to me, we'd have already thrown away the key.
Sir, I didn't do a thing.
Oh, really, newcomer? Shall I read your record aloud?
Go ahead. I'm a good citizen.
A good citizen with a shotgun. People like you are best kept in jail, if not the asylum.
You're not so good with people, are you, officer?
Men like you are why this city is a mess. You blow off locks and break into houses to ransack them. You stroll the streets with a loaded gun, firing at innocent passers-by. And don't you dare deny it.
If I were you, I'd be careful how you speak to me. Just a few words to a few important people and you're out of a job. Keep that in mind.
I ain't impressed by your connections, Reed. Take 'em away, and you're nobody. Just remember, if it weren't for your powerful friends, you'd still be rotting in Oakmont jail.
What? Fucking evidence here. What the fuck are you talking about? Fucking prick. Shoot you.
That's a very bad idea.
Oh no, man. It's a pretty good one. Pretty good one. Oh, that's right. Which was their house? Oh, yeah. Here we go. And we're going to travel to here. Because wonder what Throgmorton's been up to. Should we pop in and see him? I'm like kind of intrigued what he's been up to. I wonder if you can get like side quests by just popping in and seeing people. Hey Throgmorton, my man. How's it going? Come on, let's roll up on our bro. I love this guy. Spawned. Hey, buddy. Sure.
I found Harriet Doe, but
But
things did not go as planned. she didn't make it.
I fucking shot her.
I pay you to find someone and you come here hat in hand bleating that she didn't make it. She was our last chance to discover what is wrong with this city. What happened to her?
I mean, technically that's true.
I found the professor in the Order's underwater temple, but she didn't return with me. I'm afraid she'd handled the experience poorly. Her mind was gone by the time I arrived. She attacked me, and I had to defend myself, and...
You do realize that you've killed one of the most brilliant minds in all of Oakmont. You understand that, yes?
You weren't there, Mr. Throckmorton. All I know for sure is that brilliant mind was nowhere to be found.
Oh, blast it all. Now I need to rearrange everything. Useless. Any other bad news?
There's something ancient below this city. Ruins of some kind. They drive people insane, or rather what lies within does.
Nonsense. I expected better.
I'm talking about the very ruins your people were sent to explore. Didn't end well, did it?
You seem intent on ruling out rational explanations in favor of the inane.
Believe me, there's nothing rational about this.
That is for me to decide. Ruins. Perhaps another expedition is in order. It will take some time to organize. As for you, I don't need your services on this case anymore, Mr. Reed. Here is your payment. Adjusted for your failure to retrieve Harriet, of course.
Have a good day.
That's good. That's pretty good. Like, as soon as I went in and realised, oh yeah, that's right. Oh damn. Whoops. What? Hang on. Whoops. We bad guys. We killed Harriet. Man, imagine we didn't kill all these people. We were like all fucking brothers in arms, right? Fucking Harriet, me, fucking in Blackwood. I wonder how many different endings this game has. Yet again, mad with anticipation. Go figure. Oh, hi. Hey, boys. Back. Is his dad still technically? Yeah. Oh no, they decided to get rid of the clones, that's right. Oh. That picture. Not a really common one that gets around. I can't even remember what it's called. Fucking love that poster. Picture of that. Still this mad brute. Hello. Okay.
Hello, Mr. Carpenter.
Mr. Reed, welcome. Things are busy right now, but I hope we may soon find the time to share a conversation and some wine.
That's been a luxury lately.
Wine or time. Regardless, I won't delay you further.
how are you feeling after everything that happened with Brutus?
Please, I'd rather not discuss it. But my father is upstairs, should you wish to see him.
I appreciate you bailing me out of jail. I was in a difficult situation.
A trifle, Charles. Though I understand you're not off the hook yet. Milton Pierce says he saw you killing Vanderberg.
I didn't kill him.
I believe you. From what I know of your character, even if you and Johannes had a falling out...
I wouldn't have done that.
Exactly. Reed, I trust you, but the police don't. If you can't find the real culprit, there's little more I can do. That being said, the Carpenter family still has its connections in the police department. Just let my taskmaster know when you have an alibi.
I get the feeling you knew Vanderberg.
He was an old friend, a man of rare mental clarity. I met him in Europe during the Great War. He and you are among the few decent men in this city. I hope that I won't need to choose one friend over the other.
You served during the Great War?
Yes.
Dumbass.
One of
Fucking
the
hell.
hapless grunts at Meuse Argonne. I'm afraid I still find it hard to talk about.
I understand. What do you know about Milton Pierce?
He's quite a prominent voice in political circles, though he's not afraid to play ugly. I saw his interview with the Oakmont Chronicle recently.
Do you know where I can find him?
He's somewhere in Reed Heights, but sorry, beyond that I can't be of much help.
Thanks again, Mr. Carpenter. I should be off.
Before you leave, here's a little problem solver for you. Should you run into any further difficulties, take care, Mr. Reed. I'll set aside some wine for when it's all over.
Oh, boys! Look what we got! Okay, so what do we need to make ammo for this boy? So we's got the Tommy gun. I got a Tommy gun. Shit. Do that. Final winners. I don't know much about Milton Pierce. All I know is he lives somewhere in Reed Heights and is currently running for mayor. An interview in the newspaper recently. Well, it specifically says newspaper. I'd feel like a fucking moron if I didn't go with the newspaper. Let's go to the newspaper. We got a submachine gun, boys! We're gonna stick this place up like Al Capone. I completely forgot when I went to spoke to Frogmore, like, oh yeah, that's right, I was supposed to try to rescue Harriet. Oh fuck. It's really weird, because it's almost like, in the beginning, this game has this thing where it presents people as being like other main roles, other main characters in the story, and then they just like kind of fucking drop out. It's interesting because it means you're constantly... So, there's this thing, like, whenever you watch a movie, everything's structured a certain way, and everything plays out a certain way. And in this, because you're playing like a main role in it, and your decisions change how things play out, it makes it genuinely interesting to play, because you don't know who's gonna die, you don't know who's gonna survive, and I don't know. It's kind of, I mean, obviously when you play it again, it's kind of spoils it slightly, but and anyone watching this now, who try to play it, is gonna fucking spoil it for you. But I mean, generally, I think people watching this know what kind of game this is, and know that kind of once you've seen someone play it through, that's kind of that, essentially. That's the way of things, though. Does she want an interview? Hey, what's this? Whom it may be certain there's a conspiracy brewing in this city. It's the Fishmen. I know you couldn't confirm my previous reports, but this time is different. They are taking over. Their rancid underwater gold has been surfacing around the city. Soon they will have enough to buy out everybody. Your institution must investigate this. I took the initiative and performed a preliminary investigation. Yes, I know I don't have a license, which is exactly why I need somebody who does. I am sending you the first batch of my notes. More notes will follow as I carry on with my research. The conspiracy is real. Fishmen. The fishmen regard Sims.
Stay safe.
Even the side cases are really well thought out, I feel. Right, so we're going to people. He'll be an official. Section. Articles and interviews. Heights. So, there we go. Today our correspondent had the chance to roam the beautiful alleyways of Easton Reed Heights, all for the sake of interviewing one of our most promising political figures in Oakmont. Pierce's property and apartment building tucked away in the museum. Blah, blah. Huh. They actually told us where his fucking, that doesn't seem like a very good fucking interview, does it? But we're gonna tell you where he fucking lives. He lives in Easton, so he's over here somewhere. He lives on Museum Avenue. Bean Road. And Hewhog Street. So he lives here. That's kind of fluky that I got it like almost in one go. There we go. That was easy. Yet again, I don't know what to do, guys. I don't know where I'm going. This evidence doesn't make sense. How the fuck am I supposed to figure out where to go? I got a Tommy gun. Wait, what? Must be over here. Wait, what? I'm getting lost. Oh, hang on. This way. Yeah, the road's blocked, that's why I'm fucking confused. Get around the other way.
Extra, extra. All the news that's fit to print.
Amazing how, like, when the weather changes, that the atmosphere of the game just completely changes as well. But it's just kind of strange, other people going about their daily lives while fucking cities, like, kind of just falling apart. I mean, I suppose you've got no other choice, really. It's kind of weird, because, like, I say a similar situation. In the area I grew up in, like, back in my early 20s, when I worked at a pub, there was this really bad flooding in the Gloucestershire, Cheltenham area. I can't remember what year it was, but I mean, you look it up, you'll find it. It was really fucking bad, is all I'm going to say. It was incredibly bad. I mean, they had to fucking deliver, like, drinkable water to people's houses in boats. It was that fucking bad. But I remember, like, my place was one of the few places untouched. And when I say untouched, what I mean is, getting home was a pain in the ass because everywhere was fucking flooded. I literally had to swim part of the way. I mean, that's how bad it was. Like, it seems crazy saying, oh, I had to swim home, but I did! I actually had to swim home. There was one drunk... I don't think it took many people's lives. I think there was... the death toll actually consisted of 2, if I remember correctly. And one of them was a local drunk. So he basically, you know... He came out of the pub late one night and he just got swept away and drowned. I don't know if his body ever did turn up. I think it did, obviously, but no, I've kind of been in a situation where an ordinary city just floods and everyone's left dealing with the aftermath. It's generally interesting. Something I remember was when one of my friends was actually we were driving somewhere, like we're trying to find somewhere to go and do some shopping because obviously everywhere's fucking flooded, so it's kind of a pain in the ass. But I remember we were driving down the fucking street, and we're just passing Burger King, which was like fucking underwater, which is hysterical, and then we saw a car just drift down the street, because obviously, it's so deep that some of the cars are just deep underwater. So we see a fucking car just float down the street, just like, and when I say float, I don't mean like slow, like it just drifted by. I mean like this was a full-on like fucking stream that was like tyrant, like running like really fucking quickly. So this fucking car just flies fucking past, floating like past some traffic lights which are still working, and then there's like 3 kids in a dinghy right behind it. Like the car goes past and you see 3 kids in a dinghy with like paddles just after it. And I remember I looked at Ryan and I just said to him, I said, on any other day that would seem unusual. But no, that is something that happened, and I don't know, it was a weird time in my life. Weird time. It's a fucking great city, isn't it? A lot of people just beating the living shit out of each other. We can look down here, I suppose. This back alley is awfully clean. In places. I mean, I don't think it's a problem. We're just going to talk to this guy and he'll either say, you are the killer, or you're not. Because surely it would have been enough for him to... What would they have done if I wasn't in the fucking default outfit? Is my question. Like, hey, your killer matches your description, but I wasn't wearing it. I would have put a fucking dampener on their fucking plans, wouldn't it? Gotta be this place. There we go.
This guy sure had some blood on his hands. Literally.
Peekaboo.
He must be taking his election campaign very seriously.
Why is he fucking... That's not good. Roman fucking emperors. Hello to Milton Biz. Milton, my earnest friend, it's been a while since we last met, and I wish to remind you that my door is always open for you to pay me a visit. How about we finally hold that seance we've been talking about for so long? I expect to see you at the Crown Theatre soon. Oh, yours are your hands. I mean, go figure, he was invited there.
Is he planning to become the Prince of Oakmont, or is this just some light reading?
My fellow Oakmonters, from this day forward, a new vision will guide our city. From this day forward, it will be Oakmont first. Every decision made on trade, on fishery, and newcomers and Innsmouthers will be made to benefit the people of Oakmont. We must protect the boundaries of our cities from outsiders and the force of nature. Let's make Oakmont great again. We will build a fucking wall! Oh, Jesus! It's topical, guys!
Empty
Fuck!
Banker's heart.
God, fuck. While Milton Pierce may not yet be fully fledged member of Oakmont Legislature, he has already proven his fitness for the role during his election campaign, not only in the word but also in deed. Reed. First, Mr. Pierce has prepared and put into operation a new water supply project. Yeah, it's out in the fucking street. For Oakmont. He is also actively engaged in greening a city, planting trees in suburban areas, and proposing new park spaces for recreation and community events. Second, his campaign promises seem to have struck a chord with the public. Most notably, Pierce has advocated for the construction of a wall around Oakmont. Oh god, fuck, damn it, I predicted my own fucking shit. To prevent the influx of newcomers. Fucking Christ. I was joking, motherfuckers, I was joking. But you had... What? Why do I keep doing this? This is not the first time I've done it in this game, is it? It's not even the fucking second. It's like the third or fucking fourth time this has happened. I've made a fucking joke. I mean, last time it was the fucking... Yeah, fucking KKK and shit. And then, like, fucking... Before that, it was the fucking Irish fucking potato thief. Like, what the fuck, guys? You have a way of turning my jokes into actual... I'm parodying myself.
Someone got changed here in a hurry.
The walls are crumbling down.
Definitely kept some dirty clothes here. You can see the blood splatter.
Fucking crazy, guys. It's fucking nuts. All I'm saying.
The shape is familiar. I've seen similar daggers before.
Be a member of the established Order of Dagon. Seems fucking odd. Letter from following. Dear Mr. Pierce, despite all the differences we might have had in the past, I can't but admit that today I see you as one of the most promising candidates for mayor. Oakmont needs a strong hand with you, which you can surely provide. Don't expect any financial support from my side. I believe one running for mayor should possess the requisite financial means, but otherwise you will have my full assistance. Respectfully, Frogmorton. The old ape. Yeah. Okay, so what do we have here, boys?
The blood was spurting out of him, Robert. Just spurting out. Oh, it's all over me.
Strings.
Ah, where's my dang tie? I should have been at City Hall by now. Voters won't meet and greet themselves. Get these out of my sight, Robert. Isn't that why we have a laundry room downstairs?
Time to figure this out.
Ah, where's my dang tie? I should have been at City Hall by now. Voter, get these out of my sight, Robert. Isn't that why we have a laundry room downstairs? Ah, where's my dang tie? I should have been at City Hall by now. Voters won't meet and greet themselves.
Okay, I'm a bit confused. As to the order of things.
The blood was spurting out of him, Robert. Just spurting out. Oh, it's all... Ah, where's... Get these out of my sight, Robert. Isn't that why we have a laundry room downstairs?
Milton Pierce came home covered in blood. He ordered his butler to take his clothes downstairs and went to meet voters at City Hall.
That's fucking very nonchalant, isn't it? Yeah, I'm not... In...
They definitely kept some dirty clothes here.
I don't have any proof of my innocence. There's nothing.
The blood splatter.
There's nothing here that pieces together, so. I'm gonna continue looking. we need to make Tommy gun ammo? It's gunpowder. Okay. Okay. I mean, obviously that's what we're looking for. I want to look around first. See if there's anything else. Do you have any... Definitely want to do a playthrough where I don't kill Harriet.
Based on past experience, leaving it here was not the best idea. The smell of blood can attract all sorts of unwanted visitors.
Fuck, don't say that, Reed. Why would you say that, Reed? I mean, if you don't know what he's talking about the fucking wild beasts. Wait, what? Okay, so... He points out, oh, this is going to attract wild beasts.
Based on past experience, leaving it here was not the best idea. The smell of blood can attract all sorts of unwanted visitors.
Yo, what's that going to do? Anything else here? Okay, well, I'm missing something clearly because there's key evidence collect. Okay, I collected key evidence. Oh, so he went City Hall. He went City Hall. So let's go to City Hall.
This guy sure had some blood on his hands. Literally.
Let's go to City Hall. Where are we? Okay, so we're just gonna hoof it there on foot. I don't know why you go to City Hall in the middle of the fucking night, but whatever. Speaking of which, I'm coming towards the end of my playtime here. Just to pre-warn you guys. I mean, you guys kind of know this. You know that I you know, I'm limited by certain times, so that's okay.
Hey, knock it.
Oh. And here's City Hall. Is he even gonna be here though? It seems strange if he was here.
Oh, stop bothering me, newcomer.
Oh, there he is. Hello.
Good day, Mr. Pierce. Bet you didn't expect to see me.
How are you here? You should be in jail.
I have good friends who bailed me out. I just want to talk.
Well, okay, if you wish.
You saw the real killer. Tell me who it was.
Want to know what I saw? I saw a bloody newcomer rush in, murder Johannes, and stroll out like it was no big deal.
You're certain it was a newcomer. How can you be so sure?
Trust me, Oakmoners know a newcomer when they see one. We locals can tell.
You know I didn't do it.
Quite the opposite, Reed. I saw your face. Or are you going to claim it wasn't yours?
Why did you claim I did it?
Excuse me? Why wouldn't I? A friend of mine was killed. Why should I let that go?
You seem like a rational man, Pierce. Can't we come to an arrangement?
Are you attempting to bribe a politician, Mr. Reed? What makes you think I'd accept such an offer?
I'm sorry. I must be thinking of a different Milton Pierce.
But let me tell you, my beloved mother is so old and so rich. I'll miss her dearly when she's gone.
Well, that's a non sequitur.
Mr. Reed, how do I put this? I find my campaign hamstrung by a distinct lack of resources.
So it's about the money after all.
I fear that all the budget pressures are affecting my cognition. If the situation were improved, perhaps I'd see things more clearly. For instance, I might suddenly realize I'd mistaken you for someone else. You could even remind me of whom.
How could you propose such a thing? Against your own mother, no less. You're a heartless monster. I won't do it.
Don't get emotional, Reed. Go for a walk, breathe the salty air, then picture your execution. Perhaps with some perspective, you'll reconsider.
I doubt it.
Whatever you say, sir. I'll just leave you this bottle and her address anyway. And Reed, don't come back here after. People shouldn't see me with you.
Look at a load of that, he's an evil sack of shit, who would guess? Okay. Milton Pierce is correct. The man who shot Vandenberg is a newcomer. I learned that he married recently and was forced to commit the crime out of fear of his family. There should be a marriage license somewhere, that's me. Bloody clothes in Pierce's house can be used as evidence against him still. He's all good. What? Drinking and kill an adult human with plenty to spare. I can use this to poison. Oh. Fuck you. Fuck you. Ain't no fucking way, boy. There ain't no fucking way. Keep on fucking Screaming that shit. Period. After the flood, registry. Be a legal document, right? Ah, hang on. Document. There we go. I hereby certify that Glenn Gordon Byers and Lane residing in blah 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 blah. Yes. Aha! We got it, boys. We don't need to kill an old lady. Because I hate killing old ladies. Harriet Doe wasn't old. She was a young lady. That's different. Eastern Shells. Let's get married and live in a fucking squandered fucking flooded city, sure. So it's over here somewhere. Naming a Eastern Shells. Powderhouse Street. Where the fuck is Powderhouse? On the corner of Powderhouse Street and Orchard Avenue. Is it Orchard Avenue? Oh, here we go. So it should be here. Okay. Glad we have that established. See what this is fucking going. He set it up himself. I almost feel like Johannes isn't even fucking really dead. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like this is a setup. It's gonna be like fucking Jeremy Beadle from You Being Framed. Like, oh, it was all a gag, you know? He dressed up as a fucking street cleaner, be like, I got you, Reed. I got you. See, on the map, this area doesn't look too bad, but like you get down here and it's just a pile of shit. You know what I mean? Right, so it's around here somewhere. It's probably this house. Tommy gun. Man, what a shithole. Boarded up. Boarded up real hard, apparently. Not even my shovel will get through it.
The door won't budge.
Fucking mirror on it. Anyway, up we go. There we go. Yeah. What's in here?
This door will be hard to fix. Are you Glenn Byers?
Yes. Who are you?
Charles Reed, P.I. The guy taking the fall for your murder.
Okay. How did you find me?
Are you serious? I'm a private eye. Now don't make this any worse for yourself and answer my questions. You and I look rather similar, wouldn't you say? How is that possible?
I don't know. This is the face I was born with. I'm just as confused as you are.
Do you have any relatives in Boston?
Not that I know of. My family is from Providence, Rhode Island.
Just another of this town's oddities to add to the list. Why did you murder Johannes Vanderberg?
I had no choice. I am an honest man, sir. I have a family. My sweet Evelyn and Michael, our son. I didn't want to do it, but they had him hostage. I don't even know Johan or whatever he's called.
You know who's responsible.
It was a gang. I'd never seen any of them before. This guy gave me a gun. Will? Maybe. But I don't know if he was anyone special. That's all I know. I swear.
Tell me exactly how it all happened.
They broke into our house while I was out. I came home and found the broken door. There were signs of a struggle, but my family... Poor Evelyn. They were gone.
You never thought to report their abduction. Why not get help from the police?
I wanted to call the coppers, I did, but they sent me... drunk, I can't. It's still on the table. I've no guts to touch it.
I'll need to inspect the place where it happened.
If you have to, it's next door. I locked it so no one can get in. So I don't have to look at it again.
Okay, let's say I believe you. You've done the deed, so where are your wife and son now?
I don't know. The gang leader promised they'd be released, but they haven't returned. Please, I realize I'm in no position to ask, but can we make a deal?
Depends on the offer.
I am guilty. I took a life, but you have shouldered the blame. I will turn myself into the police and make this right. When I hand over the weapon, they will have to believe me, but I can't do it until I know my family is safe.
Right. So I rescue your family to save my own skin.
In a nutshell, yes. So what's your answer?
All right, I'll do it. I don't like it, but I'll do it.
Thank you. You're a better man than I, Mr. Reed. I'm sorry that I put you in this position, but I will make it right. I promise.
There used to be some writing here, but it's been washed off. At least partially.
I can fucking see what it says, for fuck's sake.
Still has a wedding ring on. What kind of monster does that? There's a note in the envelope.
It seems like you're reluctant to do the job. Here's a little something to motivate you. Get on with it. Ugh. Ugh. Isn't it?
So, the home of a suffragette, huh? Old but clean and shiny. That's definitely been taken good care of. Who in hell would think to use a spade as a weapon? Oh, wait a minute.
Michael's diary. Dear diary, Mum's got a new chic. Things seem to be pretty serious between them. Well, I hope this one won't make her cry like my father did. Glenn seemed to be a really nice guy. He showed me his collection of fucking stamps. And you better keep those boys. You'll be using them to get food in the future. And gave me this nice model car. Mum got married again. She looked so beautiful in her wedding dress and happy. A guy in a terrible yellow scarf. That guy came here last night. He was asking too many questions about Dad. Funny. I'm already calling him Dad anyway. I told him nothing. Said to get lost. And today, writing ends.
Joy is really cute here. I wish I could hear her sing. Some of the boards look fresh. No dust. Some of the boards look fresh. No dust.
It was worth a shot. That it? Can't be it. Something else here.
Crepe silk and lace. Must have been a pretty dress before it was torn. Seems like everywhere I go lately, I find blood.
Catch up to us when you're done. And don't waste any time rescuing Martin. He's expendable.
Don't you dare touch my mom!
Open this door or I'll kick it down!
I think I'm starting to get...
Open this door or I'll kick it down!
Don't you dare touch my mom!
Catch up to us when you're done. And don't waste any time rescuing Martin. He's expendable.
A gang broke in and kidnapped a mother and son. The latter fought back, knocking an attacker through the floor. And the rest of the assailants left with the hostages. Some of the boards look fresh. No dust. How do I get into the room beneath us?
Why? The kitchen? It's locked.
Just give me the key.
Fine, fine. Take it.
I'll get going.
Oh, now me. I'm trying to help you. Good gun. That. Oh, bollocks. Toro, come on. Ow. Oh well. That solves that problem. Like so. What? Oh. Oh, excuse me a second. Okay. Right. What's this?
That's a rare spirit. They're lucky to have a bottle from before Prohibition.
Shit.
Congratulations on your wedding, from Sister Peg.
Seems an evil thing to do for a fucking new married couple.
Someone must have had a hard fall here. Glad I'm not him.
Shit. Why would he stop us from going down here? He's got a fucking big house, man. I'll give him that. Fucking house is huge. What? Can I get some ammo, please? Man, you don't get a lot of ammo for this fucking thing, do you?
Let's see what he's got in here.
In the bag of dead gang member, I found a piece of map. Southern part of Salvation Harbour. The houses on Eel Street, north section. So. That's probably all we really need. Alright. Yep, we're good. We're good. We got what we needed. We're getting out. There's probably more evidence and shit in here, but we're grand. Just gone down that way, did we? Well, let's go and let him know we're on our way out.
What am I to do now?
Yeah, well, so what we're gonna do is hang on. Eel Street, Skipper Road. Okay. Eel Street. Salvation Harbour, where is it? It's down here, right? Where's Eel Street and Skipper Road then? Fuck. Bad. So we're looking for Skipper Road. Skipper Road then. Ah. Right. Oh, for fuck's sake. Which house is it though? It's that one there. Okay. So I know I'm being fucking anal about it, but there's a reason. There is actually a reason I'm being anal about it. So it seems to be. Is it the really big one? I'm fucking sorry. I know. Yeah, it's okay. It's the really fucking big building, right? And like I said, there is a reason I'm doing this. Is because as soon as I've placed this, no. The reason we're placing that down is because, guess what, guys? We're pretty much done. Okay. So what we're going to do is we are going to save the game as we always do, like so. So yeah. So I had tremendous amounts of fun. This game is just it's just I really enjoy it. But yet again. Until next time, sorry. Let's try that again from the top. Until next time, guys, I bid you farewell. Stay sane.